You wake up, you grind, you check the boxes, chase the numbers, collect the praise, but deep inside, you're empty, not because you're weak, but because you're feeding every part of your life, except your soul. Success without peace is just survival in disguise. You weren't built to just exist. You were built to feel alive, every day. So the question isn't, how do I make it? It's, how do I build a life that makes me feel whole? A life where your heart is full, your spirit is lit, and your days aren't just productive, they're purposeful. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt genuinely connected to what you were doing? Not chasing money, not performing for approval, but waking up with a fire that said, this is it. This is who I'm meant to be. Too many people confuse being busy with being fulfilled. They build resumes, not lives. They work overtime, but never take time to check in with their own spirit. They impress the world while silently disappointing themselves. Here's something most never realize until it's too late. You can be doing everything right and still be building the wrong life. Because if what you're chasing doesn't feed your soul, then no matter how fast you run, you're still starving. Your soul isn't asking for more pressure. It's asking for more presence. Not more hustle, but more honesty. The truth is, you can't fake alignment. You can fake confidence. You can fake competence. You can fake a smile in the mirror and applause from the crowd. But when you lay in bed at night, your soul knows the difference. So many of us are out of rhythm with ourselves, not because we don't have ambition, but because we never paused long enough to ask, what do I actually want my life to feel like? We know how to build brands, but not peace. We know how to impress strangers, but not how to be kind to our inner child. We know how to check every box, except the one that says, does this feed my soul? And that's the shift. That's the wake-up. This isn't about quitting your job and running to the mountains. It's about rebuilding from the inside out. It's about designing a life, day by day, that leaves you proud, whole, and awake. Because success should never cost you your sanity. Progress should never mean self-abandonment. And purpose should always begin with you. So if you're tired of just surviving, if you're done feeling like your days are on autopilot, if you're ready to build more than a bank account, you're ready to build a life that feeds your soul daily. Number 1, stop performing, start living. We live in a world that rewards performance, not alignment. From the moment we're born, we're conditioned to chase approval. Be good, be smart, be productive, be impressive. So we grow up mastering the art of becoming what others want, but losing touch with who we are. You can spend your whole life succeeding at things that don't matter to you. You can earn respect, money, status, and still feel hollow inside. Because no amount of applause can fill a soul that's starving for authenticity. You don't need to earn your worth by performing anymore. You don't need to be everything for everyone and nothing for yourself. Real living begins when the performance ends. When you stop trying to prove and start trying to connect. When you stop living to meet expectations and start designing a life that feels like home to your soul. The world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more present people. People who know how to slow down and ask, am I happy with this life I'm building? Does this job, this relationship, this daily routine reflect who I really am? Too many are stuck in a loop of achieving but never arriving. They climb ladders without checking if it's leaning on the right wall. Your soul is not impressed by your resume. Your soul craves joy, meaning, connection, truth. It doesn't want your highlight reel. It wants your real life, the one you live when no one's watching. So stop performing. Start listening, not to the noise of the world, but to the whisper inside you saying, this isn't it. There's more for me. Because there is. Number 2, design your days with soul, not just strategy. We're told to plan our lives like a machine, schedules, systems, goals. But your soul, it doesn't operate on checklists. It needs rhythm, not rigidity. It needs moments that mean something, not just ones that get something done. Look at your calendar right now. How much of it feeds your ambition, and how much feeds your spirit? We overschedule ourselves into exhaustion, and then wonder why joy feels like a luxury we can't afford. But what if you flipped the formula? What if you built your life around what nourishes your heart, not just what fills your wallet? That doesn't mean abandoning responsibilities. It means redefining success. A successful life is not one that looks good on paper. It's one that feels good to wake up to. It's mornings that begin with intention, not anxiety. Work that aligns with your values, not just your bills. People who light you up, not drain you down. Evenings where you slow down long enough to breathe, reflect, and be. This isn't just about self-care. This is about soul care. Because if you're not careful, the world will teach you to build a profitable life, not a purposeful one. It'll teach you to be efficient with your time, but wasteful with your energy. To be productive, but disconnected. To succeed, but forget how to feel. Don't let that happen to you. Start by asking better questions. What moments in my day make me feel alive? Who do I become when I'm in those moments? And how can I create more of that? Not just once a year on vacation, but every single day. You're not lazy if you crave peace. You're not unambitious if you seek meaning. You're human, and your soul is begging you to listen before you burn out chasing a life that was never meant for you. Number 3, cut the noise. Reconnect with what's real. Every day you're bombarded by noise, by pressure, by expectations that aren't even yours. Scroll more, work harder, hustle longer, do more, be more, get more. And in all that noise, you lose touch with yourself, with what matters, with what's real. You start living for metrics, dollars, deadlines. But none of those can tell you who you are when the phone is off, the room is quiet, and it's just you and your soul. A life filled with constant stimulation is a life disconnected from stillness, and stillness is where your soul speaks. When was the last time you sat in silence, not because you had to, but because you wanted to? When did you last feel joy that wasn't for display? You want to build a life that feeds your soul, then strip away everything that's been choking it. Say no to people who demand your energy but don't deserve your presence. Say no to routines that keep you busy but not better. Say no to expectations that feel more like chains than choices. And say yes to rediscovery. Yes to walks without podcasts, drives without music, mornings without a screen. Yes to writing thoughts you'll never publish. Yes to creating memories no one will ever like because you love them. You don't need more input. You need more inner connection. Because no achievement, no praise, no external reward can replace the feeling of being at home within yourself. And that feeling, that quiet, unshakable peace, that's what a soul-fed life is made of. Number 4, redesign your life around what fills you. Most people design their lives around what drains them. They pick jobs for the paycheck, not the passion. They stay in relationships because of history, not harmony. They fill their calendars with obligations and call it productivity. And then they wonder why they feel exhausted, uninspired, and stuck. You don't need to blow up your entire life to start over. You just need to start being honest about what adds to you and what slowly takes you apart. Look at your life like a house. You don't need to burn it down, but maybe it's time to rebuild some rooms. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive, not just successful, but soulfully satisfied? What are the small things that I used to love, that I've buried under busy? Who makes me feel lighter, clearer, and seen? What environments make my spirit breathe? Then, rearrange accordingly. Schedule time for silence. Make space for people who don't need you to be anything but you. Revisit the hobbies, passions, and places that made you feel young, excited, and fully present. Cut out what's killing your joy in the name of responsibility. And no, this doesn't mean abandoning your dreams or ignoring your duties. It means aligning your actions with your essence. A life that feeds your soul isn't some fairy tale where everything is easy and perfect. It's a life where you wake up knowing your energy goes where your heart is. It's a life where your calendar reflects your values, not just your tasks, because real freedom isn't found in having more time. It's found in choosing what and who fills that time. And when your life reflects your soul's truth, that's when the magic begins. Number 5, live by a soul-centered standard. You've chased the metrics, you've played by the rules, you've hit the goals, and still felt the emptiness. Why? Because the life you're building is still being measured by standards that were never yours. How much money you make, how fast you climb the ladder, how others perceive your status, appearance, or accomplishments. What good is achievement if your soul feels like it's withering away? You weren't born to just impress the world. You were born to express yourself, fully, deeply, authentically. That means shifting your standard of success, no longer chasing what looks good, but what feels right. No longer asking, will they approve? But instead, does this align with my values? A soul-fed life is not a passive life. It's not just peace and candles and long walks. It's fierce, it's bold, it's grounded in purpose. It's waking up and saying, I don't hustle for validation. I create from wholeness. I don't force relationships. I nurture what's mutual. I don't sacrifice my peace for progress. I define progress on my own terms. When you live by a soul-centered standard, something changes. You become less reactive and more intentional, less frantic and more focused. You stop performing and start becoming. And ironically, the more you feed your soul, the more success finds you. Not because you're chasing it, but because your energy is magnetic. You're not striving, you're aligned. This is the ultimate achievement, to wake up every day and know your life is a reflection of your soul, not your stress. Because at the end of it all, it won't be the trophies, the money, or the praise that mattered. It'll be the moments when your soul whispered, yes, this is who I was born to be. So, you've spent enough time surviving, checking the boxes, playing roles, silencing your inner voice just to keep the world happy. But now, it's your turn to build a life that's more than busy, one that's alive, a life that feeds your soul daily, not someday, not when everything is perfect, now. Your soul doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. It needs purpose. It needs you to finally stop outsourcing your worth and start designing a life that actually feels good to live. So ask yourself, what lights me up? Not just in theory, but in practice. What drains me, even if it looks successful on the outside? What kind of life would make me proud to wake up every morning? Don't build a life you constantly want to escape from. Build one that feels like home. And remember, success means nothing if it costs you your soul. So chase peace, create purpose, live full. Be bold enough to build a life that honors who you really are. Take care of your soul. Take care of each other. And as always, stay true, stay lit, stay alive.